play the game in the old school graphics. Oh, really? Welcome to today's episode of How Not to Game with Callie Jack. I'm Callie Jack. Caffeination level 3 sips. So you know you're in trouble. But we're going to play Pak128 Simutrans today. And it looks different. The graphics are a little bit more brighter. You can tell what a farm is. It's a totally different world. Towns, the buildings look cleaner. Oh my goodness, Dave. What did you get us into? But the problem is, I don't play this that much. And right here tells you something else. The levels of angle are 3. Well, it looks like it's only 1. Yeah, it's only 2. Okay, I thought it was 3. But it looks different. It acts different. It is different. And today we're going to play a game in that. So we're going to start with creating a new game within the game. For some reason or another, I had it on too big a map, in my opinion. 512 by 512 sounds good. And we'll take a peek before we get going. Cities, yeah. Start year. Ooh. How about a 1900 game? Let's go ahead. Start the game. And again, looking at it, I want to make certain, yes, it's allowing us to buy the obsolete vehicles. So we'll be able to see what the obsolete vehicles are. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the game. And we're going to talk about those differences. Not just in the graphics and how they present. The loading and game info. Select game info is now a little bit more better. Tells you a lot more. And a few other things. But the biggest change that I encountered was the vehicles and the way the vehicles look. So, unfortunately, even though everybody knows that like an old RVG sailing ship really should date back to the 1600s for the sloops. They don't let you go back that far. So the start game within it is a little bit tighter. Let's take a peek at road vehicles. Uh-oh. No stages. No stages. No road vehicles before 1904. No stage horse and buggy teams. That's sort of a downside. So really, we can't do much more than a 1900 game start that we've done for the type of gaming we've enjoyed before, where I could go all the way back to 1800, work my way through, build a small network with stages and carts, and then slowly build it up as rail came available. Because trust me, the guys at Wells Fargo, well, they didn't just own those stages and that bank. They owned parts of those railroads. The vehicles are different. It's not until 1921 we start seeing trailers and trucks that carry cargo. Rail does start back in 1850, not the 1830s, which is when the railroads actually did start. The small local railroads, dedicated runs just to get that stuff down. Mid 1850s when everything took off. But there was rail before then, and I kind of liked playing that. Trams. Trams come in 1903. Good. But we all know that there was horse trams before that. And really there were some early electric cars and steam cars even before 1904. You can see the carts and trams. Aircraft. First airplane is 18 what? 1918. And it's just going to carry 12 passengers. And all they carry is passengers until 1932 when mail starts being carried. And yet we know that mail was being carried by small planes. So it's got its limits. It's got a difference. It's going to be a tougher game. The way things look is different. We have many different types of changes. This is a coal mine. This thing at first looked from a distance like it was a pit mine. Is an old ziggurat style pit Mayan temple. That's what a sand quarry looks like. And that does look more like a sand quarry when you zoom in. You can zoom in a little closer too, it looks. Yes, considerably closer. Cornfield in town. Lots of things are different. The castles, the manor is different. We got cacti out in the desert, as well as regular things in towns. So let's take and go ahead and give it a whirl. And the first thing we need to do is figure out what we can do. Well, there is coal power stations still, and there are coal mines. So I want to find one that's going to be easy to serve first, and then a couple nearby just as easy that I can use to build my system up. And I'd say this is the best one to go to, a small coal mine. And we got to get him over to the power plant. What do we got there? Cattle yard. Okay. Sand quarry. Where's the power plant again? That's a lot of industry. A lot more industry to serve on the same size map than we had before. So where's that coal-fired car plant? Coal power station. Just one of them. And he takes from a lot of places. And he's up high. Let's go to him. Wow. What do we know about him? Well, workers and everything stayed the same. The goods charts, most of our charts stayed the same. Looks like we got something to build on. So we need to get him to there from this one. And this guy can be picked up along the way. So that means that we've got our first idea of how to build a railroad. Wait a minute. What do we got here? We got rustic freight tracks, wooden sleepers that do 60, 40, or 80, 100, and 120. Oh, tells us right there how fast we're going to go. Elevated rail sections. Ooh, bridge sections and the speeds they can do, the tunnels and the speeds they can allow. Our electrification looks different. Signals look more like signals. But we've got the one-way signals. Platform choose, long block, the pre-signal, which we've never used yet, and the priority. All right, first things first. Turn off those trees for a minute so I can kind of see the ground underneath, because I have a bad feeling while this is an easy game, how do I want to set up my rail? Yep, that's the closest we can get. Okay. Bring him out across. Oh, they don't let you cross roads. Oh, how are we going to cross roads? We got the bridge. We've got to. Oh, this is going to be tougher. So much tougher and so much prettier. I mean, let's turn those trees back on. Let's enjoy the full prettiness of the game. Turn them trees back on. Wow. And the rails look different, don't they? My tool looks massive compared to what we lay. There we go. Do a siding for that. See how long it lets us go. Try to find spots where we can come down the slope, like there, to get to our other mine all the way over here. And I'm going to kind of do him just anticipating that he's a siding. Oof. There we go. And we need sort of a nice, easy to find rail depot. What do we got for capabilities? We have just 2 trains in 1900. And car-wise, what do we got? We got our cheap bull copper. We can run tank cars. We can run wagons for barrels for liquid foods, tank for oil and petrol, and the cannonball closed car. its first boxcar. All right. So we're going to need the hoppers. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Which one's cheaper? This guy's cheaper. This guy's... He's cheaper and he's faster. The chippy. All right. But we spent the money on the RBG, so we're going to do it. Show the obsolete vehicles. What else could I have gotten? One other thing, which is the series. Eh, if that's all the trains there ever was, 1870, Chippy from 1874. Wow. Where's them earlier steam engines? That makes this a much tougher game to play. And there used to be petrols that were in wood barrels, iron tanks for petrols, and wagons with bottles for milk. Nice. Wow. So we can only run 4 cars. And it's time to take a peek at just how bad the differences are here in this game. Again, use only the ones that are available. Coals, oh my goodness, 1067 per 100 tiles. What happened to our 100 units? This is making it much tougher. So now, this will make it because every 100 tiles this should balance out with a couple of things of freight. 100 tiles equals 640 tiles per month. They never tell you what the actual distance is. So the speed bonus, instead of being you get more for delivering faster, is if you don't deliver at that speed, you're going to lose. Coal is 0. Good. We like that. We can go longer without upgrading. Close them out. Park lists down where we like it. Where I like it, at least. Stations. 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 Wow, they ain't cheap. Passenger, passenger, passenger. Simple platform and a coal loading platform to make it look cool. Don't have to worry about it being more than a 3. We already know that, and we got a couple of spots to fix back there yet. And we still have over here to fix. Nope, they don't let you go into there. All right. And we're going to do a coal offloading station. Like that. Now we got to figure out this. Oh, this is so much tougher. How do we get rail crossings? They don't let you do at grade crossings. Well, I guess we're going to have to take and do some road work. Let's see what our road and our terrain tools will allow us to do. First off, what did the Public Service Commission build here? They got them a gravel road. Speed 55 road. So they got this guy in there. All right. Let's see what we can do then. I already know one thing though. Speed 55 stone bridge versus a speed 40 stone bridge, because I'm going to have to pay for this each month. You know what? We'll go ahead and try it. Grab the dozer. We're going to have a slightly slower bridge than they built. Now, can we put our tracks underneath it? No. Oh, ho, 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 ho. You have to have it raised. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be tough. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pak128 game in the Simutrans series on how not to play with Cali Jack. And boy, is this going to be how not to play